All right, let's get this set up first, and then I will, excuse me, get the day going. Just have a little bit of setting up before I can even start. I might need to get the potty out of the way for a little bit too. So I might need to go potty. So give me a few minutes to set up and get my morning started and ready. right. Rexes are all done up. And set them down somewhere over here, did I? Let me go find my guy real quick. Excuse me. Wow, that's beautiful. It's one of these reasons why I love this game so much. That's just gorgeous. I could just sit here for minutes on minutes just watching this. That moon is just beautiful. Absolutely stunning. It's just wild. But when I turn the clouds off, it's not as pretty. But wow. Okay. Enough shenanigans. Turn that off. See, even with just the fog off, that still looks really good. I think I'll leave it on. I will leave the clouds on. I will take the fog off. I don't like the fog. The fog is very, very foggy and not in such a good way. Pull this one out. Pull out these two little cryopods. Whoa, excuse me. quick search for everything that I'm trying to find. Let's go here. Might have thrown them in here. Well, not in there. Just checking here. Oh, not in there. I think it would be right here. I might have accidentally thrown them in here. And I did accidentally throw them in with the babies. So there he is. Let's bring him back over here real quick. Let's get him over here breeding with the other Megatheriums as quickly as possible. Oh, excuse me. I'm reading one of my messages from a subscriber earlier. Tattoo Man looked up my video and he said, "You lucky shit, you got a baby rhino, a rhino." If only he knew one of my other subscribers that was messing around in the mini games with me got a baby rhino on his first try. Like literally on his first try, he got a baby rhino. Quite insane. Let me post on my Facebook real quick and let everybody know I'm going live. Oh, goodness. Quit smoking. All right. Might have a little flood of people in just a little while. We will see. Put you on mating. Both you breeding. Very nice. Both of you breeding. I have to kind of hang around these guys just to make sure that they finish breeding up and I can see the time that it's going to take for them to give birth. Live birth is not as easy as it is for egg laying. With an egg layer, you can just literally throw out an oviraptor. Once they finish mating and pop out an egg, you pick the egg up, and then you can save it for later. Live birth, you can't pick up. It's in the mom. It's about all you can do is just keep your mom protected and make sure that she's got the stuff that she needs: food, water, shelter, all that good stuff. And then let her gestate. Feels so much better having a clean head. Oh my goodness. Plug this phone in. There we go. Beautiful. How long? 2 hours and 38 minutes. Let me set this up on my alarm real fast. 2 hours and 38 minutes. Clock, timer. 2 hours and 34 minutes. It gives me about a 4-minute buffer period, give or take. It's a little bit less, well, like a few seconds, but pretty much a 4-minute buffer time. So we'll have to be back here at a, or 4-minute buffer time. We'll be back here in about 2.5 hours to grab these babies up. Throw the mail in here so I do not misplace him again. And I kind of want to throw out the Sarah real quick. Get this little booger raised up. I need to get this Rhino baby out as well. That one. Oh, I should probably start laying out these Rexes as well. My beard hair's tickling my ears. All the mush of craziness up here. This is going to have to be reorganized as well. Oh, God. Well, we got Rexes. Rex on Rex on Rex. Put her up. I think this one is going to be my personal ride. Nope, not this one. But we will put the males down at the bottom of the Rex list. Gonna have to make up another. Is that a male? I think this is the one mine I'm gonna actually ride. Yeah, it's got the good health and it's got the good melee. So I'm gonna cryo this one up and then throw it into my personal inventory. So you will go in here. Excuse me, I burped. Welcome in, welcome in. We are currently going through some Rexes that we've got fully matured up into adulthood. And I am just looking through them right now to see what they have stat-wise and if I'm throwing them into my personal stuff or am I putting them into the breed line. This one's going into the breed line. This one will probably be a fighter. Probably put this one in the fighter line. It's got the good melee. It does not have the good health, which is still plenty of health. 15k of health is nothing to shake a stick at. 30k, and this one doesn't have the good melee. It's got the good health. This is supposed to be down here. Female, female, female. You're male or female? You are male. So I'm going to go down here. Grab this up. Another female here. Bring her up. And last but definitely not least, I think this is really good female. Yeah, she's got the main health and the main melee, so she will pop out some spectacularly awesome eggs. If I'm thinking right, it should pop out the same level all the way through. So, because the male has 30,000 health and 1,007 melee, we should get all the X's, all the Rexes from these two that we have right here are going to be popping out the max stat that we can. The levels really aren't going to be too big of a problem. It would more so be trying to read all the stats that we can into all the babies that we can. We are on a good path for that. Just need to grab up all this meat so I'm not wasting it. Throw out my insurance plan right there. My insurance plan, for those that don't know, is spoiled meat. So just in case, so this insurance plan right here cost me about 212 meat. Or, yeah, 212 meat. So essentially what I mean by that is if they don't feed out of the trough, which sometimes the game breaks and the babies do not feed out of the trough, you'll wake back up in the morning and all of your stuff will be dead all the way down the line, except for maybe a couple of them that didn't get the glitch. And you get really upset because you just spent literally days trying to get this done and things have just started dying. So, not fun. Let's load that stuff up. Ooh, I'm thirsty. In the game and in real life, I need caffeine. There we go. Beautiful, wonderful, all of the above. Awesomeness, coolness, male fighting Rexes. Colors on that one are wild. And this one doesn't have it. And this one, see, it doesn't have the melee, but it has the health. This one has the melee, but it doesn't have the health. And this one doesn't have either one. This one has the old health and the old melee, which isn't bad. It's still great. It's just not what we're looking for right this second. I have to throw these females out. I'll probably be okay with throwing the Rhino out. These guys are going to be okay here. The Rexes I might have to move down a bit. The Rexes just might be too encumbering for the area that we have them to really be able to do anything. So I might need to move these Rexes into their own spot because the more female breeders that we get, the more space they're going to take up, the more difficulty it's going to be to try to pop some of these out. Just eat that egg. Throw that egg. There we go. Great. I need to throw these guys out as well. My little skull face, which I still have not rode him yet. I've had this guy since they released. Literally the night that they released, I was running down the beach and I found one wandering on the side of its mother. So I stole it. I have yet to raise it. So close though. This just needs cooked meat jerky. Let's go grab that real fast for it. You should have cooked meat jerky on you. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. I'm back out here. Give this Sarah some cooked meat jerky. Bam. 100%. Awesome. Oh, I'm in your mouth and I don't like it. I really don't like it. Thank you. He has such a cool face. That white accent That's just wild. He looks like he's got a skull on his face, hence the name. But it is quite wild. Pretty cool. Let's get this bug out. And I need to throw meat into the bug as well, because it is still a baby. Baby. A baby. If I can fit 9 on it, I would be awesome. That would be a definite awesomeness. Oh. 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 Jeebus. Alright, let's get this meat on it. It can carry some meat. Yee. Alright, cool. So it's got meat on it. Look at the colors on it. Oh, the colors on it are crazy. But very cool. Very cool. So for anybody that's wondering where I got this, I was on the Club Arc last night. And with Club Arc, you have the chance to roll, you can basically gamble. You have a chance to roll a wheel, a fortune. And if you get the jackpot, this is what you get. Of varying different levels. I got a 175. One of my subscribers last night got a level 90 and a level 190. So it really depends on what you get. You have quite a few chances there of luck. And for me, I got a very decently high level. So, very nice. Oh, these Rexes. I'm going to have to figure out where to put these female Rexes. But I'm probably going to need to make a new trough. That's probably going to be what needs to be done. And I'm probably going to need to get another Oviraptor as well. Ugh. Didn't I have an Oviraptor running around out here last night? Could have sworn I did. Got all this work I need to do. Got a whole bunch of stuff I need to do. I need to finish doing the cementing paste. Need to find another Oviraptor. Welcome in. We are currently getting the days set up and ready to go. I am essentially arguing with myself about where I should put these Rexes at, because with the amount of females that I have right now, things are about to get a little wacky and a little large. I've got the new Rhino out. It needs to do some maturing. This I finished imprinting, so this will be done by today as well, which will be nice. So we will have some fun with that later on once it's finished up, and it should finish up pretty quickly. But we definitely need to figure out where I'm going to put these Rexes. Thinking maybe the back wall here. But I am not sure. The Oviraptor is really going to be the biggest problem. So if I put the Oviraptor back there with the Rexes, maybe I can line the Uties up top. But I really have no idea. I might need to put this up top too. It's just wiggling. Shake you to death. Jesus. what is the feeding range on this? I'd like to know that. Well, it would probably be enough to fill this space over here. Right there. So if I put it right here, then we could have two areas. And have the Rexes down this way and all of the other stuff this way. But I have to put more species out, some more plant species, because these little pecker weeds over here are going to try to start some stuff. And I should probably also make some more fertilizer real quick. Got food. Let me grab some water. I know my character will get thirsty pooping this much, so let me grab some of this. Oh no, I just pooped. Grab out all of those. And we're going to do my patent pending poop speed process run. The reason why I have a bell here. So you just stand on something that you can hit your head on. So if, in my case, I have this wall right here, or the ceiling right here. Get up on, you don't want to do it on the toilet. It's not going to work right on the toilet. But if you get kind of crammed up here, you can kind of see my inventory down there flashing and my stamina bar running out. That is because I am quickly jumping. And as you can see, my poop bar right there is now filled up. We can poop and flush it, and there's fertilizer. You will run through food very quickly doing this. So you want to make sure you have good food that you can refill up on your hunger as quickly as possible. And have a good source of water nearby, because you will run out of water and food very quickly. You can see my food's already draining. Stam out again. And then we can go to the bathroom again. Poop. Flush. The fertilizer. You might not get as much as a dung beetle, but you can precisely get as much as you need with enough patience. So it might not be as fast as the initial amount of fertilizer a dung beetle gives you, because they'll give you quite a few, but then they're going to take a while to make more. So this is one of those early game easy ways, and you can use it even into the late game. It's not just for the early game. If you really don't mind doing it like I do, you could just make as much fertilizer, put it on stockpile, throw it in a bolt, hang out with it, do what you want. I am starving. Eat. Eat so I can poop. Jump around, bash my head. Essentially all I'm doing is just bouncing my head off the roof over and over again until I have to poop. But right now we're sitting at 4, so we don't have a problem with fertilizer. I need to probably get 6 or 7. I might just stop at 10. I'm not entirely too sure. I know I need to add another plant species out here at the very end to prevent anything from messing with my stuff. If I transfer this stuff down to the end of my platform, that's what I will be doing. Oop. And I know some of these plant species X are actually starting to die. Welcome in, welcome in. We are currently kind of just doing a poop glitch. Yep. I am playing on PvE right now. Official. I play on 5042 is the official server that I play on. You're more than welcome to join me. I don't accept anybody into the tribe, but you're more than welcome to come over to the server. I might throw you a few things. One of my subscribers has got a box back there that I throw stuff in for him. If you do decide to come in, let me know, and I'll throw you a note with a code and a box. And if I've got anything random that I don't need, I'll throw it in the box for you. But I am doing pretty well when it comes to my base and all that. I got a pretty substantial size. So if this is my opinion. I've got a few thousand hours into the game, so yeah, PvP is normally very short-lived, just because of the simple fact there's so many cheaters, man. There really is, or ma'am, man or ma'am. I don't know what you are, but it's there's just so many cheaters in there. It's not fun. You know, you'll build your base up so perfectly. You'll have everything set up in the way that you want it. You'll log back on in the morning, and everything's gone. You try to figure out how it all got killed because you had all the turrets set up perfectly. You had plant species X, heavy turrets, light turrets, all the things, all of the things. But for some reason, they still got through, and that's because they went through the mesh. They went through the mesh of the wall, and then started rocketing you through the mesh. And it's like, what kind of fun is that? You know, there's so many cheaters in it. It's just it takes the fun out of PvP. So if I were to start on PvP, I would personally go into a private server, not officials. In a private server, you have admins, and admins that actually do their jobs a lot faster and a lot better than the official admins. Which I know sounds backwards, but there's so many players on officials that it's very hard for them to do the tickets that they need to do. On a unofficial server that somebody, you know, hosts themselves, you generally have a little bit more. Yeah, man, I got really lucky. So unofficials is a great way to learn. It is one of the best ways in all of Ark to learn. I learned how to play Ark through Fibercraft and also through extremely boosted servers. So servers that would drop tech and red drops, servers that would drop, you know, um, modified drops. So that way you can get your hands on everything, try it out. If you're playing on an official server and you've got to spend a butt ton of resources on something, then you're not gonna want to, because it's you don't know what it does. What is the point of having it if I don't know what it does? And then when you get it and you realize this is not what I thought it was, you know, you'll kind of make your way through and figure it out a lot easier when it's boosted. But the feeling of success when you're an official and the delayed gratification, yeah. So the thing that you should look up, if you're into that kind of stuff, the thing that you should look up is solo duo unofficial tribe, unofficial servers. So if you go in and on the search bar up top, when you click on the middle, because over here is officials, and the middle is going to be unofficials, and then over here will be dedicated. In the middle there, you're going to want to go click on that, go to the search bar, and then type duo, solo, small tribes, whatever you're really into. I preferred the solo, but there's not as many solo servers as there are duo servers. So if you're into that, definitely try that one out, and look for servers down the list that you think would be interesting. Oh, you know what? I think I have enough fertilizer in my inventory right now, so let's go around and kind of plant some of this stuff up. This one died. But yes, PvP is fun when it's moderated properly. It is not fun on officials. It is a heartbreak on officials. To be completely honest, there are too many cheaters still. As much as I hate to say it, especially with the game that I love so much, there are a lot of cheaters. And there's even cheaters in PvE as well. It's not just in PvP. So you'll get griefers, you'll get people that come in and just do the nastiest. Oh, I just ate that. No, I ate fertilizer. But you'll get guys that come in, like for instance on my server, and the artifact of the Clever Cave. Somebody thought it would be a funny idea to throw their iguanodon right at the entrance of the cave. So you can get into the cave, but getting out of the cave is next to impossible. So it can be kind of a nightmare with certain servers, especially PvP. PvP is designed to be a nightmare. Welcome in, welcome in. But yeah, Tattoo Man last night. If you've seen that stream last night, yeah, we went over to Club Arc. We were doing the shark game. I got the shark skin, which makes me curious. Do I actually get the shark skin in the? No. I wonder how we can transfer that shark skin over from Club Arc to the actual servers. Because I got the shark skin, which is pretty cool. Once you beat the shark mini game on level 10, you'll get the shark costume, which is just funny, and you'll be able to earn quite a bit of coin. And when you earn that coin, you can go and spend it at the casino. You could spin the wheels of fortune, or you could play poker and all that stuff, and you can win prizes or more coins, and you can spend them on those wheels of fortune. And one of those wheels of fortune, they have the ability to get a baby Rhino Napha. And it just so happens that I got a baby Rhino Napha. And the funniest of all was my subscriber. Young guy, you know who I'm talking about. Mr. Sloth. He, on his first try, okay, this is Club Arc right here. On officials, I'm not too sure about with unofficials, that they have to set it up through their own server. But on official servers, you have what's called Club Arc here in your pause menu. This is basic. If you've played Destiny, yeah. So if you play Destiny, you know about the lobbies. Like when you first log into the game and you're trying to get a mission going, and you're just hanging out with randoms in the lobby, and you can kind of do like jump puzzles and stuff. Just mess around, spawn beach balls into the game, and they float around, and you just have fun in the lobby. This is that lobby. This is that lobby that you can use to play with friends from other servers, play mini games together. They have a train heist that you can do. They have a Wackadoodle, which you can play. They also have the Shark mini game for the Summer Bash that just came out, as well as the Lasso, the Lasso Roundup. You got to ride around on a horse and try to lasso up as many ovis or sheep as you possibly can and bring them to a certain point. And they're all skill-based. And you will probably suck when you first start, just like everybody else. But it's fun. You get some coin. You have the chance of getting some pretty high-level gear, some cool saddles, maybe some skins and stuff like that from the wheels and stuff. You can also gamble your coins away over there with the poker, with playing real poker with real people. It is actually pretty fun. It genuinely is fun. And your prizes, you can actually transfer out. So some of these prizes that I got, I'll show you last night. I got a 100 black pearls, which was pretty cool. I don't know if it's still going to show it or not. Yeah, it doesn't show that I got it from there. But I got 100 black pearls from one of the resource wheels. And down here, it should still show. So you could see it right here in the orange. It'll say Club Arc Reward. You can transfer out some of the stuff that you get. So I got this Megalodon saddle. I got this X-Fish saddle. This Procoptodon saddle. Baryonyx saddle. These were all rewards from Club Arc. So once you complete those mini games and get some prizes, you can transfer them out. And how you get them back to your base is you go to either one of these supply drops that you see. I don't have any around me right now, but the little lights in the sky, the little beams of light that you see, different colors, you can stop by there and go into the transmitter inventory. You can go to the artifacts. You can go to underwater sea drops. There's a few places you can pull them out at, put them in your inventory, and bring them back to base. And this works in PvP as well. So if you're having a hard time getting drops, you could just run into the Club Arc, grab a few mini games, and then try your luck to see what kind of stuff you get. You might even get a one of these guys. If you raise them up, then you've got one of these guys in PvP, which is a little wily in my opinion. But it's still cool. It's a very, very unique, way of playing the game. Being able to gamble and right now yeah, it's pretty cool. Right now I'm on the regular island map. I'm just playing on the island. I do have a character over on the center, yes. I do not play on the center very often, no. But The next one I'm going to be going in. Oh, excuse me. The next place that I will be going, the to travel and to make a new base, is going to be Aberration. I am overly excited for Aberration. I can't explain my excitement because I'm just so excited for it. This is my excited face. I'm so excited. Can you see it? It's just all over my face right now. But I genuinely am very excited for Aberration. It is my favorite map. You either love it or you hate it. It's one of the, if not the most difficult maps in the game. So you start off, it's really easy to get an Aberration, but it's very, very difficult to get off. Yeah, so do I. I really do too. Aberration used to run like hot trash, man. And if you didn't have a good system, or if you were playing on the Xbox, God forbid, you crash so much. That's why I fell in love with PlayStation so much, was because when I was playing on Aberration, my mother gave me an Xbox because she wanted me to join her on Fallout 76. And I didn't have an Xbox, and we couldn't crossplay. So she gave me her old Xbox, and we started playing Ark on it. I was already on a server that um, we could play on, and I jumped on there with them, and literally every time that I flew through the blue zone, it would crash. So I got fairly upset with it because whenever I was on my PlayStation 4, when I flew through the same exact area on the same exact map, the same exact type of situation, I wouldn't crash. But every time I flew through it on the Xbox, it would always crash. Like you could set your watch to it every single time I went through Aberration on Xbox. It just crashed. And with PlayStation, it worked a little better. We still had some throttling. Like you would still slingshot back and forth and whatnot. It wasn't the best, but with the new Ascendant, hopefully, fingers crossed, we can see how it all has been going so far. They've really been trying to patch out some of these things. Yeah, exactly. Classic Ark. But yeah, that's my favorite map. You can get into it really easily, and it lies to you. Oh, does it lie to you? You're gonna go into the easy spawn point, huh? And then when you get into the easy spawn point, where it says like Fertile Lake and all these different easy spawn points, you get mauled by crabs, or you get poisoned by a basilisk, and then eaten. You get mauled by raptors. The medium level and the mushroom biome is the easiest place. Not the blue mushrooms, but the I believe it's the fertile mushrooms, the river area, the fertile river mushroom valley, whatever it's called. But it's that's the place that I always start, right there in the middle. Not the top level, not the bottom level, right there in the middle, right before you get into the blue bioluminescent area. I need to throw these. Oh man, do I have enough to make just another one real quick? Let's see. All right, I do. I just need to run a little bit of a boss fight. Yeah, sometimes it gets a little bit messed up. I know what you're talking about. It's happened to me a few times. Or you'll click on something and you'll be halfway across the map in a different spot that you actually picked. It's just some of those weird bugs that happen in the game. It's still Ark, man. It is still Ark. As much as I wish that it would have been upgraded a little bit more, it's going to give you problems. I still love it. It's still a good game. It's Ark, you know. Let's grab out 18 of these real quick. How many days? I still have a month of fuel. That's so insane. We got enough fuel to last a month without doing any more bosses. Let's throw this in here and make up one more of these troughs. Bob's your uncle. Beautiful, wonderful, and all of the above. Turn that crap off. You're loud. You're so loud. Right. Why do I have more black pearls? But these black pearls down here. We got a pretty decent amount of black pearls. That 100 black pearls from last night really helped out quite a bit. We essentially, it was basically like killing a Tuso, an alpha. So that's very nice. Let's see. I'm gonna try to set this in an area. Oh no, not there. All right. I play on PlayStation, my friend. I play on PlayStation. I bought the game on I have it on Steam as well, yes, but I play on PlayStation. I've bought the game a couple of times, sadly. Yes, I am a fanboy, but I have bought the game a couple of times. Oh, I did not mean to unlock that. Yeah, yeah. So I do have some problems with it here and there, but for the most part, it does run very well. For the most part. We still have issues. Sometimes it's the game crashing. Sometimes it's my internet being foolish. But if you go through my streams, you'll see where I have it separated into parts in some of them. And some days it's just a full 12-hour stream. That's because when it crashes, it shuts my stream off because of the privacy issues with all that good stuff. Yeah, yeah. I mean, when you actually start playing the game and you fall in love with the game, you'll buy it on the next system and have no problem with it just because you love the game so much. You know, it's just one of those things. So I need to bring this back. I want to say two, three. So we need to come back three. Pick you up. So come back one, two, tree. I could probably just set this smack dab in the middle of this one. Let's look at where the range is on it. Beautiful. Now everything should be eating, except if you're a tiny little thing in this right here. But this is about as good as I can get it. Yeah, yeah. Well, on the computer, man, this game it's known through the community as a computer crusher. Unless you're rocking some pretty serious hardware, it can get very difficult to run this game. But from what I hear, it's even more beautiful on the PC. But in my opinion, this game, I might be a little old to say this, but if you are old enough to know what I'm talking about, you know exactly what I mean. Crysis. Can it run Crysis? So Crysis was a futuristic game that was designed for the future, not for now, but for the future. So they designed it in such a way that it was so graphically intense that anything that you ran it on at the time, if it wasn't a supercomputer from NASA, it would not work. So Crysis is one of those games that I like to refer to as Ark. Ark and Crysis have the same kind of problem. The technology that we have right now isn't as strong as it needs to be for it to run at such a beautiful setting. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Well, it's not just CPU but GPU too, man. The graphics that it needs to be able to put it on ultra are insane. I know some people talk about like a 4080 Ti, and it runs quite rough, even on top of the line, brand new GPUs. They've they've optimized it for the systems a little bit more. The systems run it a little bit better than what in my opinion, I think the systems run it a little bit better than what you can get right out the gate. without messing with any of the settings, because you can make it run better on the PC, but right out the gate, not messing with anything, not having to know anything about INI settings or graphic settings. It's pretty good on the PlayStation. Yeah, man, if you're getting 80 frames, you're doing a lot better than a lot of other people. I can tell you that much. I know some people that have a difficulty trying to run this. I know it tanks my computer. My computer can barely even get it going. I have to put it on all low settings. My computer can't even run it. But once it starts running, man, and you get going, it's fun. It's still Ark. It's still the same game that you fell in love with. I might need to pick this guy up. But I'm going to see if I can just throw all these in my inventory real quick. I'm going to pick the Oviraptor up and drop him back over here. Then I'm going to do my little egg test and see how far he can pick eggs up from where he's at. Yeah, see? 30 to 50 frames. And a tattoo, man, you got a rig on you, man. You got such a big computer. You showed me your computer before, man, and it's insane. And to think that you're only getting... Oh. Excuse me. But yeah. Yep. It's just one of those games, man. Especially when you get into an area where people have built up. And it's just all bulked out, built up, and just overwhelming. Let's see, what do I need? Electronics? I can get that real quick. Let me go grab some electronics. I don't have to go to a supply crate anymore to grab my cryopods. Oh, you silly tiger. Get out here. Is that going to be enough? Yeah, the beauty of it is really the one big thing that they have improved on. Yeah, yeah. So I have had problems with on the console going around like mass amounts of bases where it does kind of yeah, so 3080 where it does kind of tank me a little bit, but not in a horrible way. I can make 2 of those, why not? But it's still fun nonetheless. I mean, if you can get it up and going. But like I said with mine, I have such a hard time with running it on my computer that it's way easier just to run it on my PlayStation. Leave that there. And now we have to wait a minute and a half. At least it's not 5 minutes anymore. Man, y'all talking in fancy computer language? I got me an Amazon special. I got mine right off of Amazon, pre-built. $600. That's all I got. Speaking in alien. Alright, this will be done here in a minute. It's a lot better now that this thing's not going to take 5 minutes to... I do like that upgrade. Or update, not upgrade. So this update that they did a while ago. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, Tattoo Man was telling me I should build my own computer as well. And I think I could. It doesn't seem too difficult. Well, I can imagine. If it's modular the way that most computers are, you can upgrade pieces as you want. Upgrade RAM, upgrade cooling components, upgrade all the stuffs. It's just expensive, man. That's the only thing. ROG Crosshair Dark Hero V3? Sure. I don't know what that is, but okay. Sounds like a badass villain or something. ROG Crosshair. What's your name, ROG Crosshair? The Dark Hero. That's all right. Oh, motherboard. All right, makes sense now. My computer, the RAM that I have on it is 8. I have 8 GB of RAM on mine, which, as soon as I say that, people are going to be like, holy crap, you got an ancient computer. It still runs it. Not very well, but it still runs it. Toss it. All right. Store you there. And let me see. DDR. I do know about DDR4. DDR4 is good stuff. I think you still have a little room to upgrade with DDR stuff. I think it's DDR5 or 6 that you can get now. I'm not entirely too sure what it is. What it is? What are those? All right, let's get this. Test this egg. Can you grabby? Grabby, egg grabby. Can we grab over here? Oh, I have no idea, man. You'd be better off asking Tattoo Man those questions. I have no idea. I don't even know what motherboard I have. All right, so we got this guy over here. I'm going to need to pick up my... Or actually, I don't need to pick anything up. I can just... You know what? I can pick it up. Why not? I've got one here that's already dead. Pick this one up. Thank you. Give me the poop. The bag of poop. Thank you. Got an hour and 45 minutes before I got to go over to these Megatherium over here. Y'all talking alien over there. 2018 RAM. So, should probably chuck this guy right around here, maybe. Where's a good spot for it? Right here. Right there. That's probably fine. Gives me a little bit of a walkway right here. Get to and from there. Rexus shouldn't be in the way. It should still do everything it needs to do. Let me go grab a shovel and a seed. Well, yeah, man. That's an important trait to have. That is a very important trait to have. It's not being wasteful. Something about being wasteful that just sucks. When I looked up my RAM to try to upgrade mine, it was going to cost me about around the same when I looked into it. But at this point, I don't know if I'm going to upgrade this computer or just get a new one. I know I have a shovel. Where is my shovel? Put it in here. Okay, put it in here. It's okay to cheap out on RAM. And so you can't run the game properly. Or in my case, run a cluster. On Ark, you can't run a cluster on crappy RAM. You have to have more RAM, or the clusters won't work. I can run a regular server off of my computer, the crappy one that I have, but I can't run a cluster because I don't have enough RAM. I don't have enough memory. Shovel, shovel. All right, we got fertilizer, we got shovel, we got seed. Grab the seed. Yeah, yeah. So I'm just running mine off my computer. So my little server, yes, sir. They need a lot of RAM. Quite a bit of RAM. And for somebody like me who has no idea, have you ever seen that old man and the meme? I don't have any idea what the fuck I'm doing. That's me. I have no idea what I'm doing. No, I ate it. Oh, let's go run back and grab another one. I'm just here to have a good time. Yeah. Well, I'm not shy of learning, you know what I mean? I'll pick up a technical manual and figure it out. That's one of those things that if I can work on Mark 19s, if I can work on machine guns, if I can work on some of the craziest stuff in the military, I'm pretty sure I could figure out how to make a computer go vroom vroom. You know what I mean? All right. That should raise up in a little bit and start pew-pewing all the nasty birds around here. And I think it's Rex time. Let's toss a couple of Rexes out. Not like that. Maybe just like that, actually. Their butts are going to be in here. Tails won't be in the way. Yeah. I figured it would probably be fairly easy to do. It's just making sure that you're doing the coding, though. Yeah, coding's not my thing either. The farthest that I've gone into coding is running a server. You have to port your router. You have to go in and figure out all the different porting and all that stuff. That's about as far as I go into all that. And it took me a couple days of reading and figuring it all out. But I eventually did figure it out, and I could get a server up and running. But it's still, one of those things. The building part of it, as long as you know how to read instructions and follow the instructions, and actually follow them. So that way you're not going to fry your board out with static electricity and all that stuff. Got a lot of Rexes. I might bring them down this way. Start back up here and bring these ladies over. welcome in, welcome in. How was your day? We are currently talking about computers and servers and a whole assortment of stuff that I just have no idea about. Oh yeah, if you're in the South, you already know it's that time of year. I can't wait for the first whisperings of cool weather to come. I am very excited about it. Halloween cannot come fast enough. Oh man, drink water. Drink water. As they say in the military, drink water. Hydrate or die, drill sergeant. Hydrate or die. If you're thirsty the day that you're working, that means you didn't drink enough water the day before. Water intake is a very important thing. Get these guys out, or ladies out, I should say. These are not guys, these are ladies. Beautiful colored ladies too. These ones look like a cantaloupe almost. With the orange. But like a cotton candy cantaloupe or something along those lines with the pink tint to it. Like a piece of fruit. Yeah, actually, he might be coming into my area. We actually just got hit by tornadoes a couple of weeks ago, and I mean it messed up so much stuff. My house was hit by lightning and had trees fall on it and stuff. My all of my electrical cables in the walls, they all went up in smoke. My house almost lit on fire. So they had to turn the electricity off. They had to rework all of the electrical out here. I was displaced into an extended stay hotel for a while, which sucked. And on top, it was like everything fell apart right then at that storm. My dog passed away in the hotel. We're stuck in a. I've got me as a person. I've got some issues with. I'm a disabled veteran, so I don't like being around new places, especially with a lot of people. So it kind of freaked me out. I wasn't able to sleep because I can hear people walking around everywhere around me because we're inside of an extended stay. It was a nightmare. Oh yeah, oh, man. If I had the choice, this is what I tell everybody, and they think I'm crazy. If I had the choice between tornadoes or hurricanes, give me hurricanes all day. I lived in Florida for most of my life. Give me hurricanes all day. What's a hurricane gonna do? I'm slowly gonna come get you. Um, okay, so in 2 weeks, if this gets too bad, we're gonna slowly move our way up to the northern part. Yeah. Oh yeah. I haven't seen it, but I believe it. I'm up in North Texas myself, so I'm not near the coast. But I prefer to deal with a hurricane every day, all day, than deal with tornadoes. When that tornado hit, there was no warning. There's no warning at all, and it literally at 5 o'clock in the morning when everybody was sleeping. That's the scariest part about this whole situation was a lot of people were sleeping, and a lot of people got crushed in their own bed to death. It was horrible. It was one of the most horrible storms that we had to go through out here, and there was literally people just being in bed, laying there. My kids were running to school, getting ready for school, and they're panicking. Like, what's going on? What in the world is so crazy right now? So I woke up, and I'm, looking around, and all of a sudden I start hearing things hitting the roof. I look outside, the door gets ripped out of my hand. It was just a nightmare. I'm yelling at my one kid, get out of bed, get in the safe room now. But we're running around. I'm trying to get all the dogs and the animals situated because they're panicking. My wife's panicking. The kids are panicking. Everybody's panicking. The house is shaking. I don't know what's going on. It was terrifying. It was not something I recommend. I would prefer a hurricane. At least you prepare for a hurricane. Tornadoes, you can't. tornado is just going to come and wreck your day regardless. Yep, yep. Well, that's not too bad. If it's hitting the coast and they're used to that kind of stuff down there, if it's only a Category 1, it's more of a heavy windstorm. So being from Florida, those types of storms, the Category 1s, up to maybe, depending upon where it was hitting, how it was hitting, because as it turns, on the one side of the storm, it's gonna pull the water out. It's pulling the water out in front of it to the left. And as it comes up, it's pulling that back up and around. So if you're on the bottom right-hand side of it, that's where you get your storm surge. And with that storm surge, if you're in a low-lying area, if you're right off the coast of Florida and you're like 2 feet above sea level, storm surge is 10 feet, your whole building's going to be covered. But if you're more inland, and say you're about 30 feet, like my parents, my mom lives in an area where she's about, I want to say about 20 or 30 feet above sea level, and my father lives in an area where he's about 30 to 40 feet above sea level. So both of them are fine. When all they have to worry about is the actual wind. The storm surge itself is the scariest part of it, and those people on the inner coastline are going to be the ones that have to deal with that stuff. But the farther you go in, the more safe you are, and you don't have to worry as much. And like I was saying, it really depends on the storm itself, because up to a Category 3, you might not have anything crazy happen. It might just be a rainy, windy day. Category 5s, in most cases, everybody's running. Category 5s can be really, really nasty. When Katrina hit Mississippi, my grandparents lived down there, and when we came to visit them after the storm, you could see the water line. The water line was just all the way up the side of the house. All the family photos were just destroyed. And the neighbor over there, he was like, I'm not going to leave. It's not that bad of a storm, blah, blah, blah. When we got there, we talked to him about it. He's like, next storm, I don't care what size it is, I'm leaving. It's like, I sat here and cried and panicked just because of the simple fact that I'm watching all the neighbors' houses just literally get picked up and thrown. So it's like, he's like, when am I going to be thrown? When's my house next, you know? I still, to this day, I still prefer hurricanes over tornadoes. Hurricanes are terrifying, but they're not as terrifying as a tornado. That can pick it up. Welcome in, welcome in. If you're just joining us, we're talking about hurricanes, tornadoes, computers, warehouses being on fire, and having to work in them. Oof. Did I put you all on breeding already? All right. And how long do you guys have to breed? You still have 9 hours left on breeding. You're ready. You're ready. Ready, ready, ready. Most of these should be ready. They just raised up. That's ready. Got about an hour on that one. 11 hours on that one. Wow, that one must have just bred. And because the Oviraptor's out here and because these guys are all lined up close enough, the Oviraptor should pick up all these fertilized eggs, and I shouldn't have to take them off of breeding. They can just breed to their heart's content. Breed them all throughout the week. And then as they collect, I'll bring them over to the refrigerator and throw them in, and at the end of the week, we'll have a butt ton of eggs. And we'll pop them out, raise them up, get them going. But I hope they give him travel pay and per diem and all that stuff when he does come down for the storm. I know a lot of people are going to be appreciative when they see him ride up in that big old truck with the boom arm. Excuse me. But yeah, we have plenty of eggs. We'll just keep on popping them out and then throwing them in here. And when we want to throw them into the incubator over here, then we will throw them out and set up a timer. Right now, I've got my Megatherium set up right now. They've got about an hour and a half before we need to be back over there. And those Megatherium will breed up. Grab this guy. I'm going to bring him down here so that way he can top up this trough down here. I wonder, can I just like kind of set this in the middle? Will that work? If I set it right here, will that actually feed both troughs? Let us see. Oh, how the turns have tabled. Pull you out. No. Is it full? Or do I need to put meat in it? Or is this going to be too far away? Oh man, have they already went through all this meat? Ooh-wee. Yep, looks like it's a meat run for me. Let's go fill this meat up real quick and see if that does anything over here. Pull out some of this meat I made. Oh, I'm chunky. Oh no, I'm so chunky. Well, I can't say it enough, but linemen are one of those jobs that I just, being from Florida and knowing what it's like to go without power and all that good stuff. Linemen are a seriously important thing in our country, or in the world, I should say, not just our country, just in general. Linemen are one of those positions and work that just doesn't get enough recognition, in my opinion. It would seem that it is not loading anything. So I guess this isn't close enough, and I will have to make a new cart specifically for this trough than that trough over there. Which is okay, not a big deal. We can figure this all out. But apparently you're chunky. You can't really move right now. Let's throw a few points in the weight. Come on, Mr. Turtle, you can do it. You got this, turtley turtle. Stumble your little butt over here. There we go. The carts aren't freaking out as much, which is a nice thing. I know they updated it. I don't know if they fixed this, but it would be nice if that was part of the patch notes. I haven't read it, but I did see the update come out this morning. This is not quite filled yet, which means that this should be, yep, this is all empty. Oh man, we're going to have to go on a meat run. I mean, with a job like that, I can understand the want to work, depending upon you always have to realize that the people that are working for you are human beings, and they do need time. They do need time with their families. But I can see being money hungry. I mean, there is a lot of money in that. Every time a storm were to hit, with one of my friends growing up, his dad was an arborist. So whenever a hurricane hit, we always traveled. We'd go all the way up the coast wherever the hurricane hit, and of course we would clear roads for free, just to get first responders to where they needed to go and all that stuff. But man, would he charge an arm and a leg to remove stuff out of people's yards? It felt a little predatory, but in the same aspect, people were very happy with it. So maybe it was just my heart saying that, we should do this for free. These people who just got affected by a disaster, blah, blah, blah. But in all reality, fuel isn't free. Chainsaw blades aren't free. All of those things, then the tools that go along with it, none of that stuff is free. So depending upon what you're running, and with them, they have such an expensive setup that, it's going to cost a lot of money just to get them there. So I don't know. There's two sides, like everybody was saying yesterday. There was two sides to a coin. It's one of those things that I don't know if I would prefer to be a part of a company that didn't care about money, or a part of a company that preferred to make sure that they made enough money. You know what I mean? My kids don't get fed with the goodness of people's hearts. But they could be, people could help out, with other people. But the majority of life, you're going to have to try to make that money yourself and do that job. And it's one of those things that I can't really talk too much about. My family dealt with a lot of craziness myself. I was being in the position that I was when I was a young man. My wife had to deal with some pretty crappy phone calls at times. Be sitting there calling her. I spent too much money in Afghanistan on phone cards. My wife was pregnant at the time. I was in the middle of literal war zone, getting danger close pay and hazard pay and all these other different things. And all that money was going towards phone cards so I could call her. And when I would call her, half the time it would be fine. The other half the time she'd hear rockets going off in the background, fire coming in from somewhere, explosions happening. She's like, "What's going on?" I'd be like, "I gotta let you go. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye." One day I ruined her day. Her and her mother were out shopping for a bassinet for our son. And when they came into Target, because I had just sent her a whole bunch of money to go buy a whole bunch of stuff. And when they went into Target, I called her just to give my opinion on a few things, and what I thought would be like cool colors and stuff like that, things that I would like to see. And we started getting rocketed. She's like, "What is that noise?" I was like, "I gotta let you go. We're getting attacked, man. I gotta let you go. I gotta go right now." And I didn't call her back for a couple of days, so she didn't know what was going on. But that was because what's called as going black. When something bad happens, all cell phones, all of everything, no forms of communication outside the fob or combat area. Because if somebody sadly doesn't make it out, you don't want to be told that your husband's not coming home from Facebook. That's not what you want. You want those uniformed men to show up at your door and to respectfully tell you exactly what happened, what's going on. You want one of your husband's friends or wives, one of their friends there with you, so that way you can, grieve with them. And that's generally what they'll do. They'll take their best friend out, so that way you can go and talk to the spouse or the mother or the father, and you escort your buddy home. Always. So if somebody passes away in a battlefield, one of their closest friends or squad leader will escort your family member home. They will not be alone. and that's it's an important thing, you know. That tradition is it's kind of important, you know. And with those situations, my wife was terrified, so I can't really relate with certain things, but I can relate on being away from home for extended periods of time and the drain that that has on you as a person, and I can only imagine as a spouse. It's rough, you know. But in the long run, when you retire early, you got all this stuff, and you got all that money, and you can spend the last 20 years without having to work with each other. It kind of makes itself up, you know. All that suck, as they say in the military. Embrace the suck, live the suck, embrace it, cuddle it. You embrace the suck long enough, and then the suck will pay off, and you'll have a good payout, hopefully. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes you just get shat on at the very end of it all. But for the most part, it's it's worth it. It really is. Even with my injury and all the stuff that I had going on with me, I might still lose my foot because my foot's not healed properly. Being able to do what I'm doing now wouldn't be possible without embracing the suck, all the surgeries, all of the hardships, and all that crap. But it's worth it. I don't think I'd go back and change it at all. I don't think I'd change anything in my life. Like nothing, legitimately nothing. Because if I change something in my life, then who's to say I'd still have the same life that I have now? Who would say that I would have the same appreciation, the same level of love that I have for certain things, you know? Embracing the suck only means that you're going to appreciate things without the suck a lot more. It's kind of hard to explain it unless you I'm sure you've been there. You know what I'm talking about. But it's not easy. It definitely is not easy. It's worth it though. It really is. Especially if it's that special someone and they're there for you and you can make it through together. It definitely is worth it. Welcome in. We're talking about sad stuff. Oh, it's starting to get warm out here. My little AC's trying to keep up. Might need to go get a cup of coffee. Cup of iced coffee, I should say, not just coffee. Throw this cryopod in here. Why do I have cryopods in my refrigerator? Turn you on. And turn you on. We have a little bit of meat, I want to say. Not a whole lot of meat. I mean, we got a pretty decent amount. Yeah, look at the helmet. I love it. The Karchar. Uncle Karchar. There we go. Come on, Mr. Sam. Oh, as a matter of fact, let me turn off my my clouds. As beautiful as I love those clouds, but it's just hard to see. The fog gets a little bit too intense, and then you can't really see nothing. I know realism is in play here, but I don't want heavy sea fog, please. Excuse me. The Oasisaur. Oh, I hate that Oasisaur. That thing up there. For anybody wondering why their game keeps on going stutter, 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 it's because of this guy right here. They have not optimized this into the game quite yet. So this Oasisaur, whenever he spawns in, just kind of jitters the whole game around and shakes it. Oh. Hello. Thank you for your donation of meat for my babies. And your donation is very needed. Thank you. Look at the colors on that guy. What level are you? He's gonna eat you anyways. Only level 15. Let's get this raw meat on my inventory. Drop everything else out. Drop this out. I don't really need that. This. Drop that. And continue on with the mission. Welcome in, welcome in. We're doing a quick meat run real quick. Try to get some more meat stored up while the other meat is cooking in the grill. Might even consider making another grill or two. And getting those going with this. So that way we can make meat faster. Is that a whole bunch of salmon? Yeah, it's just a whole bunch of salmon. I'm not trying to get fish meat in my inventory. I just end up dropping it. I don't want to tear up the salmon fields just in case somebody's fishing. But I do want all these. Give me your meat. All the meat. There's a lot of meat here. I'm going to get black bagged on prime meat. That one's probably a pretty good level. It's taking some hits. 135. Black bag. Oh, stop eating. Oh, man. No, I did not mean to do that. Oh, I can only imagine. Oh, I can only imagine. The longest that I was out on routes when I was working as a civilian, I did a job with cell phone tower company. So we did maintenance. After I got out of the military, I tried doing regular work, just being doing regular people things instead of the whole murder, death, kill, lifestyle. And that was one of those things that my wife didn't very much appreciate herself. Going out on my longest route was a month and a half. I was gone. And when I came back, she told me that essentially I was out of the military and there was no need for me to be doing this kind of stuff. And it's a little much. Go on shorter routes. So I started going on shorter routes and then got into a fight with my boss. And yeah, bad things happened. Not like an actual physical fight. I didn't beat my boss up or anything. I just quit I wish they'd fix it a little bit. It's kind of levitating a bit. It's not really sitting on his head properly, but it does look funny. It does look cute. I like it. It sits on other animals a lot better than some other animals. So otters, it should sit on it pretty nicely. Smaller animals generally have a better look about it. The bigger the animal, the more difficult it is to kind of match it up with the mesh on the animal itself. Oh no, the rhinos are raising up at 1x rates. It's gonna take a bit, man. And you got two of those little boogers. Good luck. Mine's still raising up right now. I have meat on it. Just make sure that you're throwing plenty of meat into its inventory. That is what I refer to as my insurance plan. Throw plenty of meat into its inventory so that way you tried throwing. Did you get it? There's speaking of Rhinonaphis, there's one right there. I just ate it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with trying again, I suppose. But you did get it pretty quickly last night, man. And by pretty quickly, I mean on your first try. Stop all of that. Yeah, I can keep that one. First try. And it's on video too, man. It is on the stream. I am not messing with that, although I really want to. Would I get messed up if I went up for him? All right, man. What you seeing? I might do a dumb thing. I might do a really dumb thing. I'm gonna nibble on this guy. How much damage am I taking? If I start taking too much damage, I'm gonna dip out. All right. I'm excited to see the new Beetlejuice movie when it comes out. This thing is taking way too much damage. Yep. Nope. Dip, dip, potato chip. So long, farewell, Evita say, and goodbye, my friend. I will not be playing your reindeer games today. Dip, dive, duck, kill it. Nope, I'm running away. I know where I'm not wanted. I know what's wrong with it. It ain't got no gas in it. Oh, he's still upset. He still really wants that booty. Schwiggity schwooty. I'm coming for that booty. Oh, nope. Goodbye. Come here, let me nom on you real quick so that way I can get a speed increase real fast. Baby, too. Yeah, that's about what it is right there. Just gotta get gone. Come on, get out of here. Run. I think I lost aggro on him though. That was just more of a curiosity. Did I? Nope, I did not lose aggro on him. He's still very upset. I need to go. Goodbye. No, I did lose aggro on him. Oil resources are pretty good up north. If you wander up to the Arctic area, you should be able to find some pretty good exposed oil. One of the best places to get oil in the entirety of the game would be the center. You go down with a Diplo, or not a Diplo, a Dunkleo, and the Dunkleo can harvest up oil nodes at the bottom of the ocean. And I've seen some videos where people on a single-time server that are able to get millions of oil. Yep. There's I'll have to show you, but there is one spot that is actually not bad. Is the Karchar not eating? Why aren't you eating, Karchar? Why are you hungry? Is it because of your health? Yeah, or you can tame a dung beetle up. Dung beetle will give you a small amount of oil over a period of time. What is this? All right. My wife's trying to get me to go in and sign up for some free tickets for veterans. Yeah, he looks like he's still mowing down. Got a pretty decent amount of meat. Just drop this prime out real quick. A water tame? I mean, if you want, you can use my my taming area. Drag something in and then knock it out. And with the water pen that I have, you can close the doors and just leave it in there. Let it tame up. So even if it does wake up, if you goof up and it does tame up, doesn't tame up, and it wakes up, it won't be able to escape. Oh, I'm so toasty. I thought it was supposed to rain today, but apparently not. All that. Bring all that back over. Yeah, man, I got a haircut. This is what I'm talking about. Whenever I say, oh God, I need a haircut. That's my haircut. I figure I might as well just go full bald, you know, than have that goofy, that 70s show red style haircut, you know, like I got a half crown of baldness. I don't want to wear a crown. No, thank you. Just shave it off. It took me a long time to come to that conclusion. Oh, of course, man. I picked my head. I used my razor. Yeah, with the haircut like this, you don't really need to go to the barbershop. If I wanted to, I could go to the barbershop and get my beard trimmed up, my little ponytail. But for the most part, all of my grooming stuff is relatively cheap. I am not a high class gal. I am your just random, standard, everyday, 15-in-1 body wash kind of guy. I could take the grease off my axle as well as clean my butt. Sounds good, cheap, easy, wonderful. Too much information. What, dirt on butt? You don't have dirt on your butt? If you've never had dirt on your butt, you're not doing something right. You're not lifing right. Or the 15. Is it too much information about the 15-in-1 body wash? Or the axle? Because if it could take grease off of the axle of like my truck, I don't have to worry about grease. It cuts through grease pretty good, which means it's good for my body. 15-in-1, yes sir. You've never seen those memes online? They've got a shampoo bottle and a list. Hair, neck, body, peanut butter and jelly, degreaser, car cleaning, like all of Yeah, I'm one of those guys. I use that kind of stuff. Not the toothpaste. Yeah. And his mouthwash, too. You add a little water to it, swish it right down. Toothpaste, mouthwash. 15-in-1. Some of the smell on those body washes, you could use them as a bear repellent, too. Motor oil, yeah. You could use it as motor oil. Oh, I'm so chunky. I need to let him get his stamina back. Oh. But yeah, I got a good haircut. I could probably put my flashlight to my head and illuminate a room. Look at those T-Rexes and the crazy colors. That's just wild. Oh, Mr. Karchar, you're so heavy with meat right now. We are almost there. But I'll need to run some of this meat back to the troughs. You know what would be a really funny add-on if they brought to the game that I would actually probably enjoy? Let me paint my Rexes and my Karchars and all the dinosaurs. Let me paint their nails. I want hot pink nails. Or something. Give me hot pink, hot red. Yep. I started starving there. But if we could paint those nails, that would make me giddy. Could you imagine being mauled by some giant Karchar wearing an Uncle Sam hat with hot pink bubblegum nails? America. Alright, this should be... it's almost done. This one will be done. I might be able to. I probably could, actually. Thinking about it. We got the paintbrush. We got all the things to go for it. I just don't know how it would work out. And I don't know if I've showed off my artwork, but I am not the best when it comes to the artwork on here. Throw a little bit more in here. Pull this out. So I have dabbled a little bit into the painting side of art, but I am not by any means a master at it. I could barely make a straight line. Oh, and I really need to tear down this building over here. Yeah, cut this in half. So where this roof on the inside right here, the ceiling, it's going to go up one more right above that, and then I'm going to cut it off. So we're going to take off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels from the top down. And then this whole building, sadly, I'm going to tear it down completely as well. We've got about an hour left on these guys before they pop. Wait. Yeah, an hour. I was about to say, why does it look so full? But yeah, it's about an hour. I have 53 minutes on my timer, and it's 59 or 54. So we got a 5-minute buffer on those guys. Let me fly my bird out here real quick. And I'll run up to my room real fast. I'll show you what I mean about my painting skills. So this painting I did in here, I actually did that. Let me take off my HUD. I actually made that. You can tell by the lines that I'm not an artist. So I learned this the other day from one of my subscribers, Tattoo Man. Essentially, when you're taming, you want to use raw meat or prime meat or mutton or kibble. You want to use the thing that they like because you're trying to get them to come over to come to the dark side. We have cookies. You know, you want to make them want whatever you're feeding them when you're taming them. When they're actually already on your side, they're essentially children that don't want to eat broccoli. I don't want to eat it. I don't like it. You're going to eat your broccoli. It's better for you. It's got more vitamins for you. It's good for you. You're going to eat it. So the reason why you cook up the meat is, for one, it stacks to 50 instead of 40. For two, it gives them more satiation. It fills them up faster. And for three, the last and most important thing, if we go find one that's not... You see the spoil time right here next to my head? Right there. So the spoil time is a lot longer than raw meat. So the three benefits of it: you get longer times, you get more stacked up in one slot, and it's going to give them more hunger. So they'll fill up faster. The only downside is they don't like it. They don't like it as much as Arc Paint Editor. I could probably do that. But essentially, you're extending out the amount of time that you can essentially have your dinosaurs feeding off the trough without stuff spoiling, without things going bad. So I used to feed nothing but raw. I would just come in, throw all the raw meat into the refrigerators, throw everything together, make sure that everything had food, and then have to run back out 30 minutes later because everything started spoiling and rotting. So that's the reason why you use cooked meat instead of raw meat, because they will eat it. They're not going to starve. They will eat it. They don't like it as much as raw meat, but it's better for them. So eat your broccoli. Eat all your food. That's basically what you're doing to them. You're just telling them to eat your food. They'll eat it. I do not want to put spoiled meat in here, however. No, wrong meat. Oh, I forgot my head's off too. Nope, it's not. Did I break something? I think I broke something. Now it's not showing me anything. Whatever. We don't really need that HUD anyways. Oh, I wish this is what was happening in my world right now. My area of the world. It's starting to get warm out here again. Yesterday we had a bit of a rainstorm. Not too much, but somewhat. You're empty. You should be empty as well. Yes, yes. can't see the numbers in there, so I'm going to have to do this by just kind of randomly going in and grabbing stuff out. Throw that. Throw that. And do I have any more cooked meat down here? Nope. Nope. And nope. Now it's time to... The Jane notes? Okay. That's good to know. Yeah, I had no idea where I got them from. I didn't know, like the cartoon Rex and all that stuff. And, oh, I don't have them. Yeah, these guys right here. So all these come from the Jane notes. So if you got the Bob Stall Tales, you unlock all these. Very nice. Good to know. Yeah, I had no idea where I was getting them from or why I had them. And young guy was asking about it. Jane, not Bob. Okay. Sorry, wrong ones. Oh, too heavy. Is that it? That'd be it. Yeah, with some of these mods, I know that some people can actually get the different mods going. I've seen on officials, like people using castle architecture and whatnot. I'm only assuming that you can actually download certain mods that are approved through official, but I have not messed with that. I do not know how to do any of that stuff, like the custom skins and whatnot. Oh man, I really need to do these. Oh, crap. Ugh. Looks like we're doing a treasure adventure. How much time do I have left on these? Got an hour and a half. I have to do them. I have to. We got a little bit of meat in there. Let me grab up my shovel. Blah. I hate doing treasure runs, but I really feel like we should do these Ascendant maps before they expire. But before we do all this, I need to go get a cup of coffee, wipe my face off. I need to grab my dragon first, get this set up. Yeah, that's fine. You can call me Mr. Clean. I used to have a full head of hair. Genuinely. I used to have a full head of hair. And right after I came back from Afghanistan is where I just started losing it. I went gray, lost all my hair, got this raspy voice. Ah. But genuinely, here, I'll show you my picture again. I have this out here because somebody was asking to see my wife the other day, and I showed him a picture of us in the, when me and my wife were really young, we knew each other for, I think I've already went through this whole spiel before with you guys. But that was me and her. I had some long hair. I had a hairline. I had some long hair. But nowadays, it's either this or this, where all of this is bald, and then I can grow out. I could grow a ponytail if I wanted to. With how fast this grows, I really could. I could grow a ponytail, but I don't want to skull it. I don't want to skull it. I don't want it. Don't need it. I don't want it in my life. But yeah, skull it's not my deal. I am not a fan of it. All right. Let me go fill up a cup of coffee real quick. I will be right back, legitimately, real quick. All right, I have to look into that. I haven't seen the. I know I've picked up two so far. I want to say. Let's look. It's down here. No, that's not it. That's Bob's. Yeah, no, we've only picked up one so far.
Dear Janie,
Oh,
I definitely
no.
made a big mistake running away from everyone else in the Treehouse Company. And that's not just because I ended up running
Oh, the
straight
long
back
talk.
to where the bad guys
Sorry
came
about
from.
that, guys.
I'm also
Shouldn't have opened
realizing
it up.
how much harder it is to get by out here on my own. I've been stuck behind enemy lines, trying to survive off whatever scraps I can scrounge outside that stone fortress of theirs. After a day or so of watching some of the local thieving rat lizards sneak in and out of the fort like it was nothing, I thought I'd rob them instead. Better to let the critters take all the risk, I figured. I was all set to spear one when a bomb went off inside the fortress. The blast wave knocked me right off my feet, and that whiskery little bastard ran off with his haul of carrots before I could even think of going after him. Didn't have much time for belly aching before I heard a roar like none other that sent a shiver
This is
right
at the
down
bottom
my
of the
spine.
ocean?
Couldn't tell what the hell was going down in there, but I know a fight
I've
to
never
the
had
death
one at the
when I
bottom of
hear
the
it.
ocean.
I was all set to play soldier one last time and charge into battle. But something exploded inside the fort and collapsed my only way in.
80.4.
I just hope that any good guys in that scrap were okay. For now, I think I'm gonna take a long breather and stop getting involved in one snafu after another. Besides, I think I see that thieving rat lizard again, and it looks like it's carrying an axe. Something mighty familiar about that axe. Yours forever,
3?
Bob.
I want to say that's what it was. Right. Where's that at? What am I doing there? You trying to confuse me? What you doing there, Buck? 5, 2, 7. Schwartine. All right, let's get the next one knocked out real quick. Are you giving me real, or are you just messing with me right now, tattoo man? All right, this one is this way. Oh God, now I'm gonna have to try to block that out. Just don't see it. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. It's this one's 58.1. You shit. 58.1, 41.8. 58.1, 41.8. 58.1, 41.8. 58.1, 41.8. And I'm just going to look at it again because I completely forgot. And what is the other one? 42.1. 42.1. All right, that's both of those set up. I got my food, I got my water, got my dragon. Oh, those are all Jane locations? Here I'm sitting thinking that you're just messing with me because I'm putting waypoints on the map. And you're genuinely just giving me help. That's good to know. I will go grab those up when I can. I thought you were just messing with me. I was like, damn it, I'm trying to remember this. Just keep on spamming crap in there. Let me grab my fish. I'm really interested about this one. I've never had an underwater So I'm going to grab my fish and tear booty over there real quick. Check this one out. Although I could probably just use the Rhino Napha. I'm just going to... Yeah, I could just go from the sea straight to the other drop. Might as well just use it. Got the shovel. Got all the stuffs. All the things. Come on, buggy. Touch your toes. Touching the buggy's toes. Make our way down here. Once you jump on something to fly, those map markers for the map, the treasure map, will disappear. That's why I go in with my waypoints. I'll find out where those markers are, and then I'll fly over there after I mark them off on a waypoint. So that way I don't have to worry about having to do this crap. And then jump back on, and it's gone. You can highlight it. Like, what do you mean? Like, if I were to jump off, highlight it. Oh, that's not what I was trying to do. Nope, I don't want you to disappear. I don't know how to highlight it. I wonder, is this thing faster in the air or in the water? I don't know, he's pretty quick in the water. I don't have a scuba suit on, so I have to be careful with it, but I should be able to get down to the bottom, dig that out, and then, excuse me, be on my way to the next one. I feel like he's a little quicker in the water. They might be the exact same speed, but... we should be in a decent area. I still have more than half of my oxygen. Jump off this guy. Oh, I thought that was a scorpion. It scared the crap out of me. Yeah, give me that stuff. What was that? No, my damn Rhino Napha. Should have had him on follow. I might die because of stupid stuff. It bopped all the way back up to the surface. Silly. Yep. It happens, man. I will probably die here and then respawn, because this is a depth right here, and there is a meg over there. Things are gonna eat me. Silliness, goofiness, oopsiness, and I don't have any healing brews, or I just heal through it. But I can see him flapping his damn wings up there. You're an underwater bug. You should stay with me. I'm going to die now. Oh, my legs are breaking. And the sad inflatable. Alright, let's get this body back real quick. No, we don't really need to go to that one. Let's go to this one. The Quetzal bed. Very nice. Onward to greatness. Yeah, it's not that far down. I would grab scuba if I were to have to go all the way back. But with how far up I am right now, and the water column and my oxygen, I should be able to dive down real quick, as well as the body will start bobbing up to the surface as well. If I die again, I'll definitely bring scuba, but I'm fairly confident that we'll be able to do it without it. Maybe I'll have to eat my pride here in a minute, but we'll see. There be the Rhino Napha. I need to make sure I put him on follow so that doesn't happen again. Jump off. Oh, it's so dark. Not the clouds. That. Two dinos are left out at sea. There he comes, slowly bobbing his way back up. I'm gonna get eaten by a shark, aren't I? You little boob. Jump on the Rhino real quick so I can grab my bag. Oh no, I don't think scuba would have protected me here. Oh, let me get to the bug, let me get to the bug, let me get to the bug. No, maybe, possibly. Oh, goodness gracious, it worked. You are gonna die, you big bully. You big, mean bully face. And my body stopped moving upwards, so now I have to go find it in the water column. Is this it? Yep. And if I jump off you, you're going to start bobbing up. Yep, you will. Let's grab this crap. And make our way back up. And yell at my bug. Why you do this? Smack him with the pickaxe. No, I'm not that mean. There we go. Beautiful, wonderful, awesomeness. Now let's see. Can I even do this right here? Maybe. Flippers are oh yeah, they're way better to use flippers in the water. Alright, I gotta nibble on a little bit of food to kind of get my health back up. I should have brought some health potions, but I wanted to see what was in. Wow, is that a... Holy crap, that's a blueprint too. We got a Tuso and a Bronto. I thought that was a Rex at first. I got super excited when I seen it. I was like, ooh, is that a Rex saddle? No, that's a Bronto saddle. But that Tuso saddle, I know people would be willing to do some crazy stuff for that. That's actually a really good saddle. Oh, that's the Rex that I'm going to be riding. It's the new male Rex that I'll have in my... Let me make a new kit real quick. Grab that up. Put this stuff in here. My Wyvern can go in there. My Rex can go in there. A couple of these little extra cryopods as well. And on to the next one. Fingers crossed we get a really good saddle. They're making a pretty nice base here. That looks very nice. I need to do something. What are those? Oh, that's pyro. Okay, so they got a pyro main. Look at the green ones. Oh my god, that's beautiful. Those are great. Holy crap. I might need to get me a couple of those. Look at the green and yellow. They're using greenhouse walls. Belagornis. I'm being a sneaky snooper. Is that purple? Oh, I love the purple and red. Oh my god, I need that in my life. I might have to try to come over here and talk to the people and see if we might be able to do a trade. 'Cause I need that purple. That purple and blue and red. Oh wow, that's a beautiful pyro. Kind of reminds me of Pyro the Dragon, like the color. The purpley, greeny kind of color. I hate you and your server lagging butt, you big goofy goober. I need to get this done within a half an hour so that way I can get back over here to these babies. I got Megatherium breeding up right now that are incubating. They're gestating a baby. I got 2. So I got 2 from the line of Megatherium that you gave me, actually, Tattoo Man. And we're about to pop out 2 more. And multiply that and continue. See how that goes. Welcome in, welcome in. Yep, I'm excited about it. I just put the rest of the breed away. I'm just doing what you told me to do to begin with. Said just don't worry about breeding off the rest of them, just breed those. And I took the rest of them away. We got a pretty decent amount that I can do the beta, not the beta, the gamma a couple times with the lower level ones. Very nice. The best of luck with you with that one, man. Aloes are quite fun. They are very quick. And reasonable to actually tame up, too. And raise as well. Some of the other stuff, some of the other bigger Carnos are a little bit more of a pain to raise. But if you can find a high level, is it a male or a female aloe? Because if you got a good male aloe, then you can just go out and tame up a whole bunch of females. It doesn't matter what their level is, and you can pop levels out. If you got a good female aloe, you're going to want to go out and try to find a good male aloe and then breed those up. It's a male, that's the best right there. So all you got to do, any level aloe has a chance to get the male's level. So if you've got a high level male, get as many low level females as you can get, and then pop out as many eggs as you possibly can, and you might have a chance of getting a higher level female. Then you just kind of take those and put the ones that you don't want away, then you leave out the high level females as you get them, and then you can breed up higher levels and more stats, so on and so forth. Very nice, very nice. I know with those, a big one that you want to make sure that you're trying to get points on is going to be stamina. Stamina is big with aloes. Stamina and melee. Okay, so we're still a little distance away. Thought we were right on top of it, but apparently not. Did you catch the aloe, or did you just knock it out? Because the way that I like to tame up aloes is I'll trap them. The old school trap too, I'll use dino gates. I know that you can use billboards and stuff, but there's just something about trapping something in an old school dino gateway trap that just tickles my fancy. All right, we're here. Grab out the shovel, smack the ground. Give me the Rex saddle. Rex saddle blueprint. Here we come. Ah! Can't be mad at a perfect max level fabricated sniper rifle, I guess, but I think I would have still preferred the saddle. And we got a max level fabricated pistol and a max level fabricated sniper rifle. And no ammo for either one of them. Need to get a sip of my coffee. Delicious. And, ooh, shiny. Oh, I got my first bit of crazy news with my channel. Very nice, dude. Keep that blueprint. Defend it with your life. That is one of those blueprints that people go out and search for. Rex blueprint, saddle blueprint, Spino blueprints, Giga blueprints, any of those high-level dinosaur saddles, people are constantly looking for them. So if you don't have it, and say somebody really wants it, and you don't have the tame for it, and you're not really looking for the tame for it, you can always trade them. And when you trade them, people really like it. You know, they really like the certain saddles. Like that. Yes, the shotgun BP, my friend. Oh my God, I'm looking for a shotgun BP. But this right here, look at this. That might actually be worth real money, to be honest. Like, that's almost a maximum Sarah saddle. That's insane. That's a good drop right there. That's a really good drop. These are really sought after right now because it's the new dinosaur. So with any of the new dinosaurs like the X-Fish or the Sarah, people generally freak out about the saddles and they go for a lot more than what they're really supposed to be. We got about 20 minutes. I'm going to grab a couple more drops. Maybe run over the Crouch Cave. Speaking of shotgun BPs, I'm going to run over the Crouch Cave real quick and then see if I can find a BP over there. Maybe. With that Sarah saddle, I think I just used all of my luck. All of my luck is gone. And I am starving to death. I wonder why I get this jingly chain sound. I don't know if it's like chat or my game or what it is. Just I get this jiggly chain sound in my game. Can't see. Oh, wait. There we go. Give me your goodness. All of the goodies. I got a Diplo saddle. Oh, how very useful. The Diplo saddle. That's a really well-made base, too. Look at that. I like the little points on the... It looks kind of like a Viking longhouse, almost. If it was just a little longer on the sides, it would definitely look like a Viking longhouse. It's very pretty. Is it really from the Summer Bash? I don't know what that would mean though. Like, what's with the sound? I don't comprehend what sound mean what for. Is there like a special dinosaur around whenever I'm hearing that sound? I know during the Thanksgiving day, the Thanksgiving stuff, they have the murder turkeys. I don't know if they have something like that with the summer bash. Like, is there a raptor running around down there with little chains jingling on a tuba? Or tuba, on a tube? A bracelet? Am I wearing a bracelet? Let's get over here to Crouch Cave real quick and let's check this to see if it has any good loot on it. But first, let's not be completely foolish and throw some of the stuff up. My hotbar items down there, that's replaceable. The Rex and the Dragon, not replaceable. So, in worst case scenario, I fall into the ice hole down here and hit the kill wall, and I die. I won't feel too bad if I can't get my body back. I'll still try to get it back if I die, but it's not as big of a deal. Especially with all of my stuff being on the bug. And we got about, well, in all reality, we got like 20 minutes left. On my timer, we have about 16 minutes. But like I said earlier, we have about a 4 or 5 minute buffer period. So I have time to get back to the base after my alarm goes off. Oh, my favorite cave. Ooh-wee, and a red drop. Give me the good stuff. Nothing? Get a nothing. Get a nothing. Oh, buddy. That's not a nothing. That's a really sought after saddle as well. What is with the saddle? Am I just getting streamer luck today? I get an Ascendant Thylacolea saddle blueprint. But that hide and the metal, I mean, the metal's nowhere near as bad. The fiber is not bad. That hide, though, that hide is expensive. And a saber-tooth saddle. I've actually got one of these already. That's what I'm saying, man. It's pretty wild. But if you fall in here, so it's not bad if you just fall in. It's when you go too deep into this ice pit right here. So let me just kind of gently make my way into this. So if you fall underneath these crystals right here, you will die. There is a death wall right below my feet here. So if I were to go too far down, I will die. If you bob up and down too fast or go in too quickly, go too deep too fast, you will die. And that's what I was talking about earlier with if I die, I'll have to go get a grappling hook and pull my body because you can't just go down there because you'll hit the death wall again and die. But we are getting some streamer luck today. And my... You're sitting backwards. Why are you on the saddle backwards? You just ride it backwards? Okie dokie. But yeah, apparently we're getting some streamer luck. My first little run of streamer luck, I would say. And I don't even have a Thyleo. I don't have a Thylo. I don't even have a Thylo. So I won't even be using the saddle right this second. Not to say that I won't eventually, but right this second I do not have anything to put it on. Welcome in, welcome in. I am currently using all of my luck to gather some of the craziest saddles I have gained in a while. It's got a max a Max Blueprint Thylacolea saddle. What was the other saddle that we got? We got another crazy... Oh, a good Tuso saddle? That's insane. That's more insane than the Thylo saddle. The Tuso saddle? An Ascended Tuso. It's not maximum, but with it being a 90, it's so close to max that all you have to do is throw a couple crafting points onto your character, and you got an army of Tusos with an impenetrable saddle. So, doing pretty good. Good saddle runs. We had a pretty good little breeding session yesterday, and all the Rexes have tamed up and are fully matured. Things are looking up. So I have to be looking out for something to go horribly wrong. I have to go over to the swamp and do that, actually. I have my my froggy, but it's not a very good froggy. Ah!